My name is Cody Johnson, and for my DFM project, I made a cedar planter box with aluminum trellis and an ABS plastic leak tray. Starting off with my first component of the project, the wood box itself. For the box, cedar was chosen because of its natural resilience to moisture, weather, and overall strength, making it the perfect material for supporting soil and plant growth over time. For the actual manufacturing, I followed a rough series of process operations, each of which are being displayed on the screen. These processes included marking, cutting, drilling, sanding, sanding, and assembly. The box itself is broken into 5 main components: the base and bottom of the planter, and the 4 surrounding side panels that form its structure. The longer sides of the planter were cut to 14 inches while the shorter sides were cut to 12. To withhold the side panel's structure and shape, I added 2 1.5 inch thick vertical cleats along each siding. Protective stain was also applied to reinforce the natural water resistance of the cedar while also adding color and depth to the build. For the final assembly, I made sure that pilot holes and countersinks were in place to allow fasteners to sit flush and help camouflage them with the build. In the end, the finished planter box is about 17.5 inches tall with a cross-sectional area of 17 by 15 inches. Overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and at this point in the production, I was ready to move on to my metal component. Next, for the metal component, I chose aluminum. While aluminum isn't quite as strong as steel, at 1/2 inch diameter, it's more than enough for plant support, and it offers corrosion resistance, is very lightweight, and it's a lot easier to machine. To seamlessly integrate the support rods with the posts, I cut 1/2 inch diameter notches at the end of the supports and flattened the backside of the posts, creating a clean and precise assembly when fasteners were joined. For my trellis system, I made the height 3 feet to accommodate for any tall growing vines, and in between I added 13-inch support rods that spanned between the posts, providing additional structure. Additionally, each rod was spaced out 6 inches apart from the next, for 3 rods in total. For my final component, I used a vacuum former to create an ABS plastic leak tray. Since this planter is going to be inside as well as outside, having a tray underneath can save a lot of hassle. Ensuring that that tray is waterproof is extremely important, and ABS does exactly that. As you can see, I have created a DIY vacuum former, ensuring to match my side diameter to the one of my shop vac. I then made a simple rounded tray mold that the plastic should blanket around during the process. Lastly, I just had to staple my plastic to the frame and pop it in the oven. After around 3 minutes, I took it out, and with my shop vac, you can see it sealed to my mold. With enough finishing later, I have my tray. In conclusion, this was my final planter box project, and given this result, I'm extremely satisfied with the overall process and how it turned out to be. Throughout the manufacturing, there's a variety of processes that I'll display below with a variety of material components.